Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Line gets set, first down. They'll leave it with him. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
Got nothing on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from their own 25. They'll go to the ground. Shakes off the tackle. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. And the Volunteers racing to the line in the hurry up. They'll throw it on first down. Steps away to find some room. Turns it on at midfield. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. And the Vols getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking to scramble. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Open space at the 25. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football. They're on 3rd down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
Going up top on first down. Quickly complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Bulls his way forward. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. He's up to 41 yards on the ground already. That is a way to make a statement early. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The Vols have it with a 1st and goal. They'll run it from the gun. Brought down after a 5-yard gain down to the 7.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. It's Iamaleava. Looking for the score. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown ball. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Offense getting set for first down. These corners backing off a bit. The give to the back. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Defense dropping into soft coverage. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping 2 hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 60.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers!
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. They're such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, he's making it look easy out there snagging that pass. Sammy Watkins, Mike Williams, T. Higgins. Great Clemson receivers in recent years. These guys just got open. They found a way with their speed and their route running ability. It's a lot of what this guy does here, too. He makes it easy on his quarterback.
Working that left side now. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down in the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him, a little slippery with all those juke moves.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. Defense not showing press coverage. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
The give to the back. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. This Tiger running game starting to show some juice, sort of a C.J. Spiller type of feel.
Yeah, and it doesn't always hit you early. It doesn't always hit you on the first possession, but I do think they've done a good job over the years, Clemson, with sticking with the run game, creating that balance, trying to get those first downs, and trying to create some tempo against your defense.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set is able to rip off that one for a first down.
Clemson will come to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong. And I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down to the 2 as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. Touch pass on the run. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter.
Tennessee 14, Clemson 0.
This is a really big play for both teams. 4th and goal from the 2. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Incomplete, and the defense holds.
Yeah, that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Going to the running game. He's piled up 65 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. Right back to the well. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series, but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's 4th and short, 4th and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But 4th and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. Not much room. He gets 1 down to the 7. defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Flags flying as the pass is incomplete. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. He's looking to pass. Dances away to buy time. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fair catch called for and made. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Well, you can see why Rocky Top is so excited about this guy. He's a home run waiting to happen. Not only can he run you over, but he can run around you, too. This is an offense that doesn't only have to throw the football to win games. They can run it, and they can get explosive plays because of this guy's speed and skill set.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain. The Volunteers moving quickly to the line. Quarterback checking off. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He just refused to go down, kept finding space and picked up 7. It'll be 4th and 1. Try to get it on the ground. It's a fumble. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. The offense set for a 1st down play. These DBs going to give a little cushion. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You see all this movement in football now. All this stint in the defensive line. They're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Might be looking to run. Got his man out of the backfield. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Right down the middle. He's got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Tigers have this offense rolling. The give to the fullback. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. They've been denied on 2 of their 3 previous red zone trips, looking to pay this one off with a touchdown. Touchdown, Clemson! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Right down the middle. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. And the Volunteers in the hurry-up. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. They're trying to get to it. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Line getting set on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Not a ton of play calls for 3rd and California when you're on offense. You know you're going to have your quarterback holding on to the football. You really got to think about how you're going to protect him. Offensive coordinator may want to think about using more max protect schemes, get more bodies in to give this quarterback a chance.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Vols line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Slips through the line. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense?
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And he makes the catch at the 10. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. And the Tigers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and they forced the incompletion.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
And defense is about being great in the great situations, on the 3rd downs, goal line situations like this, when you need to get a few stops, putting a few stops together, even though you gave up a long drive to get down.
He's got his man. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. This defense trying to stand tall on 4th and goal from the 2. Looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To throw, it's Iamaleava. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Makes a catch at the 15. Touchdown, Tennessee. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the 2nd half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the 1st half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the 2nd half.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Throws to the tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Dixon. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Vols will kick it away to start the 2nd half. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep
Looking for a huge play. Hits him in stride at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. And that one will put him up here in the second half. This dude is putting on a show, taking up residence in the end zone by the air and by the ground, in keeping with what Clemson looks for in a quarterback.
Man, this is unbelievable. I mean, you've seen so many great guys run through, and Clemson majors in quarterbacks that can throw, can run, and really be dynamic, and this guy is having himself a day.
He'll call for the fair catch here. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Looking for room, it's Lewis.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll run it from the gun. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The Volunteers come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Moves away as he feels pressure. Wide open downfield. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Love that throw there. And I remember as a Gator playing against Tennessee, you knew as a quarterback you were going to have to bring your A game to the park because of who's on the other sideline. I played against Peyton Manning, and I played against T. Martin, who won a national championship there. They have a legacy at that position. And this guy for Tennessee, he has a chance to be the next great one.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Give to the back. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. He's now over the century mark with 102 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener. And the Volunteers with the 1st and 10. They're getting this guy lathered up. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The inside handoff. And the Vols have enough for the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
The Vols will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Quarterback keeper knocked down for the tackle. So they will eschew the short field goal attempt and instead try to score from the 5 on 4th down. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown ball.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. It's complete to the right. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Eight-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Off play action. Caught over the middle. It's Dixon. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down.
They pick up the 1st down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks. First down to start the drive after the break. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab on the left. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Gives it to the back on the draw. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
They're trying to run the ball on 1st down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Got some work to do after that last play. 2nd and 13. The DBs will back off a bit. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. A strike downfield. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And this offense is so close they can almost taste taking a 4th quarter lead, but they don't want to leave too much time on the clock for an answer. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Coming after it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
That is just great total defense on that play. First off, you get pressure and you get to hit the quarterback. But 2, you've got the intended target double covered. There was no way the offense was coming up with a completion on that play.
He caught it. Touchdown, Clemson. They've got the lead here in the 4th. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Lining up for the PAT. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Penn State is going to enjoy the trip back to Happy Valley after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road, and you stack wins there in Beaver Stadium, and suddenly it's quite the resume. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Getting some heat. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Across the 25, he's got room. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting the 4th quarter, 1-possession games. QB drops back and makes these 1st downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Fires to the right. And he intercepts it. He'll try to take it back. At the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. How about that D coming up with a play like that? The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split them out at wide receiver.